My name is Emma Kleinans. On social media you might know me as the Runaway Blonde. I'm a solo female traveler and I take photos as a hobby, as a creative outlet. So I'm here with the Ironvan Adventures and we decided to just put a spice on the current Ironvan Adventures on YouTube, and I've been traveling with them in Mozambique.
Hi, my name is Dirk and welcome to another episode of the Ironvan Adventures. At Ironman 4x4 we like to spice things up a bit. So this time around we are having a guest in the Ironvan. This guest is going to take over the entire episode, so you'll still hear my voice and I'm going to be chilling a bit in the background and doing all the film work. So the person we're taking with is a person by the name of Emma Kleinans, aka the Runaway Blonde. She is a brand ambassador for Ironman 4x4 Africa, and she's going to be venturing into Mozambique. The first stop was Kosi Bay, just south of the Mozambican border.
My name is Emma Kleinans. On social media you might know me as the Runaway Blonde. I'm a solo female traveler and I take photos as a hobby, as a creative outlet. So I'm here with the Ironvan Adventures because lately I've been partnering with Ironman 4x4 Africa, using their products, testing it out, and I've actually incorporated some of their camping equipment into my camping gear. And we decided to just put a spice on the current Ironvan Adventures on YouTube, and I've been traveling with them in Mozambique. So we just arrived at our campsite. We're staying at the Kingfisher Lodge just outside of Kosi Bay. So we left very early this morning at 5 a.m. From Johannesburg. But we had to turn around because Dirk decided to forget something. So we had to pick up his backpack, which was very important according to him. So yeah, we're here. I'm very excited. We just set up camp. I am testing out the rooftop tent from Ironman, and he's going to test out the new swag. So we'll give a little review on that later on. But yeah, so tomorrow we have a very jam-packed day. We're gonna go snorkel in the Kosi Bay mouth. We're gonna go explore the Kosi Bay lakes, and then we're gonna go and go to Banga Nek and see if we can find turtles, which I'm really excited about. So you can see it's very hot here. I'm sweating. I think it's about 38 degrees. So we're gonna go swim now and have a few cold beers and then just chill tonight, have a braai, and then tomorrow all the adventure starts.
Emma, content creating.
Is
that all you can say?
Yeah, with proof of the tripod I always use for the people saying I don't travel alone.
So people claim that you actually have a person going with you.
Yes, and they don't believe I use a tripod. So even for you I'm going to use a tripod because I'm too lazy. I'm going to drink my beer on that way.
With overlanding, it's really tough to eat well and stay active. That's why we decided to do a bit of exercise along the way.
Okay, so Dirk just not only forgot his backpack, he also forgot the coffee, the good coffee, the plunger. So now he's serving me the coffee.
First class service right here. I made a plan, so.
At least there is coffee.
At least there's coffee. Emma,
Yeah.
how was your first night in that tent?
It was actually quite nice. It's very spacious, and the mattress, I like the mattress. It's like soft but not too soft, but also not too hard, so it was just right. I do love all the windows and the openings, especially those small sides for the heads. So from a viewpoint, it was great.
Emma's excitement for the snorkeling was obvious.
iSimangaliso Wetlands Park has been one of the areas in South Africa I haven't explored by myself, but we've actually been able to touch on one of those areas in terms of this trip, which is Kosi Bay. But it was actually quite amazing just to be able to go out there, see this type of scenery for the first time. I didn't know what it's going to look like.
The Kosi Bay mouth is one of South Africa's finest snorkeling spots, also known as the aquarium. One thing to remember is to watch out for stonefish and keep your eyes out for triggerfish. They're quite the territorial kind.
We saw triggerfish. Dirk got attacked a lot by the triggerfish. I don't think they like him. We saw the pufferfish and a lot of eels. So that was, I think, the closest I've ever been to an eel was today. So super amazing. And we're going to go to the lakes, the 3 lakes later on the boat. But first, I'm going to chow on this choppy. We went on a boat ride on the lakes with a guide called Rasta. Definitely will recommend to go with him.
My name is Mthokozesi, known as Rasta from Kosi Tonga Safaris. I started the company in 2019. I do mostly the boat cruises, fishing charter, guided walks, bird watching, but mostly I'm focusing a lot on the boat cruise. So that's a 3-hour boat cruise. We do 3rd lake, 2nd lake, and 1st lake. And then between 1st lake and 2nd lake, we also do snorkeling.
Choosing gratitude is hard to breathe.
On the boat ride, we went through the estuary, which takes you through the canals of the river system between the 2 lakes, or 2 different lakes. We saw locals swimming. There's a ferry you can go through on the boat with the boat as well. And when you go down to the front of the boat and you just look down, you'll see all the fishes swimming with the boat. It was so beautiful.
I grew up here, went to school here. It was a good environment growing around here. I remember back when I was still at school, I used to, where I'm working at now, I used to come during school holidays or weekends. I used to come here, help the tourists with launching of the boats, looking after their camp. I think that's where I got the love of working with nature. Because I grew up around there. Well, every morning we'll go, if it's holidays, we'll go to the lake just to swim, to fish. That's where I got all the knowledge that I have now because I grew up around there. What makes Kosi Bay special, we have the Tonga fish traps, which we call it Uchwaelo. That's the fish traps. And we as local Tonga people, we have been practicing that way of fishing over 700 years now. And this is the only place where you can find the fish traps. And it's a very good nesting site of the turtles. So you can find turtles anywhere, like in St. Lucia, you can still find them. But as you're coming further on the north, you will find more turtles than any other places.
We arrived at our snorkeling spot in between the mangroves, and Emma couldn't wait. Rasta dug out some sand prawns, and it's a very unique little creature. Sand prawns are renowned burrowers that can dig several meters deep and also improve water quality by removing microscopic algae.
So we just got back from a lakes tour. We did 3 lakes. I didn't actually know there were so many lakes. I just thought it was one big lake. We did a bit of snorkeling, as you would have seen with the mangroves. So now we're going to go to Mozambique, and then afterwards we're going to go to Banga Nek and hopefully see some turtles. So we just had our trip with Rasta, the guide. He is so funny and so amazing. I would definitely recommend him, and he's good on the jokes, but I think he prefers Dirk over me. So yeah, so I'm gonna take a beer, and then Dirk is gonna go chat to Rasta further.
So now, from here, we're going to go up to Mozambique, which is Fort Lake. It's a freshwater lake, but it's still connected to the whole Kosi Lake system. We go there. Then after Mozambique, we'll be heading up to Banga Nek. That's where we're going to park the boat. Then we walk for like 5 minutes down to Indian Ocean. That's where we're going to start walking at like 6:30 along the Indian Ocean, trying to find some hatchlings of the turtles and the one laying the eggs. Okay, I have the Facebook page, which is Kosi Tonga Safaris on Facebook. On TikTok, it's also Kosi Tonga Safaris. And my number is 072 771 931. My email address is ntselemthokozisi@gmail.com. Ntsele is NSELEMTHOKOZISI@gmail.com.
Close your eyes, hear the voice within calling. This heavy load got under your skin. All in, you got the white knuckles holding on it tight, keeping your feelings bottled up inside. Heading for collision and denial. To really live, you gotta die. Breathing
This is Lake Amnyama, which means black water. You can see the water is whiskey color, and they always like this. So this is lake number 4. This is where we're not allowed to come further on at Fort Lake. The reason for that, this is the breeding area of the fishes. So we have some sea fishes, but they prefer to breathe in the freshwater lake. And this is where we also find crocodiles. I've seen a 5-meter crocodile in this lake. And on the side there, we have some raffia palms. So in the whole South Africa, Kosi Bay is one of the 2 places where you can find the raffia palms natural. And that's where we also find the partnered vulture. It's a vulture just like any other vultures, but the vulture that we have it depending a lot on the fruit of this tree. So if you can look at the tree, we have a brown flower on top of the tree. So that flower will contain up to 4,000 seeds in each flower, but once all the seeds are dropped down, the tree will die. So it will take 2 to 3 years for the new seed to germinate. After that 3 years, the tree will grow up until it reaches the age of like 25, 27. Then it will start to make the flower. The process of flowering will take only 2 years. And then after that 2 years, each day some fruits will be dropped down. Some fruit will be eaten by the vultures, by some mango monkeys. Even the fish eagle, I've seen the fish eagle eating the fruits. But once all the fruits are down, the tree will die. So we as local Tonga people, we use the leaf of this tree to make fishing ferries, we make houses, we build ceiling boards, we make doors out of these raffia palms.
We reached Banga Nek and met up with expert turtle guide Simanga Mageba. Turtle tours in Banga Nek are done on foot, and it's the luck of the draw what you get to see. But luckily, the weather was looking great.
Well, although I'll never guarantee because it's a nature, but usually like the sea turtle, they like to come out to lay the eggs when it's a little bit dark, and also depending on the tide. And when the tide is a little bit high tide and also it's a nip tide, it's where we've got a good chance to see the babies going down to the water and also the big one coming out to lay the eggs. Even though that we are coming to an end of the project now, because like as we know that the season starts to come, the sea turtle comes to lay the eggs from the beginning of October, like to the middle of March. Then from like in the middle of March is where we're expecting the babies walking their way back into the ocean.
So my initial mindset going in was we potentially could see some turtles, maybe moms coming out to go lay their eggs, but I didn't really expect to see hatchlings from the beginning.
Lucky to see these loggerhead turtles starting their journey in life. Loggerhead turtles are the largest hard-shelled turtles in the world and can weigh up to 300 pounds. Female loggerhead turtles will return to the same beach where they were born to lay their eggs. They will lay an average of 4 nests per season with around 100 eggs in each nest. Loggerhead turtles are considered a threatened species due to the variety of threats, including habitat loss, entanglement in fishing gear, poaching, and being killed by boats. And within minutes, they are swept away by the ocean.
Previous Ironman videos in terms of where they went to iSimangaliso, they saw the turtles hatch. I also don't think Ironman actually got the experience of them hatching from the beginning where they dug themselves out. So that was pretty, it was almost like an emotional journey as well. You started like feeling responsible for those little turtles, like getting them from the point that they dug themselves out to the ocean. Everyone was just like standing around trying to help them, trying to level the ground, and then if someone were potentially too close to the turtles, I would just like, oh, you're too close, watch out. And so once the turtles hatch, their journey actually just starts. They have to make their way through all the jeep tracks, through all the footsteps on the beach to get to the ocean. So that was quite a while for them to get there. And when they actually reach the ocean, the toughest part of their life now starts.
In the next episode, we cross over to Mozambique with Beleni as our next destination. Thank you so much for watching. If you do like the videos, please like and subscribe and share with your friends. Until next time.
My name is Emma Kleinans. Dat ek baie weer begin.
Emma, jy overthink het.
Ek weet ek doen, hè.
Moenie.
Ironvan, ek gaan hom oordoen want my Engels raak bietjie kak. Dis so awkward. Ek weet nie wat om nog te sê nie.
Wil jy dit oordoen?
Ja.